Today, I'm going to show you how to get started with Libby, the library reading app. I'm going to start with an overview of Libby, and then I'm going to demonstrate the features of Libby, and we'll have a short quiz afterwards. So Libby is an app that lets you check out ebooks from the library for free and read them in that app on a smartphone or in a tablet. And finally, the Libby app also has digital magazines and digital audiobooks that you can listen to in the app. Start by downloading the Libby app in the App Store. So let me switch over to an iPad. If you have an iPad or an iPhone, it's available to download in the App Store. So I'm just going to tap here on App Store. For those of you with an Android device, you can go to Google Play to get Libby. And if you have a Kindle Fire tablet, you're going to go to Amazon App Store to download Libby. So I'm going to tap on the search icon, and up here I'm going to tap on App Store and type in Libby, L-I-B as in boy, B as in boy, Y. And then I'm going to tap search. So up here on the top right, there's a maroon icon with a turquoise book. That is the symbol for Libby. We're going to tap the cloud icon, and that will start downloading the app. Okay, so it's downloaded. I'm now going to tap open. Okay, so now we have to sign in, and if you don't have a library card, you can come by the library or apply for one on our website. But for now, we do have a library card, so that's what we're going to tap. Yes. And then search for a library. Tap on the word search to bring up the cursor, and then I'm going to type in our zip code here in New Providence, 07974. The first result is Maine Library Alliance. That's the library group we're in, and then it says New Providence. So tap that first one. Okay, now it says sign in with my card. So you're going to get out your library card, and there's a 14-digit number on the back under a barcode. That's the number that you need. So just tap on card number. That brings up the cursor. And then type in your library barcode number. Hit next. And then it asks for your PIN. You're going to need to tap on PIN, and then it's the last 4 digits of your card number, and hit sign in. It says, okay, you're signed in. Now we're going to just tap next. For those of you who read with Kindle, you can, if you always read with Kindle, you're never going to read in the Libby app, you can tap this, yes, I read with Kindle. Otherwise, I advise you to just hit skip, which is what we're going to do now. And if you need more instructions about getting your books onto a Kindle, we have those here at the library. If you look down at the very bottom of the screen, you're going to see icons along the bottom. These help us navigate the different sections of the app. The library icon is a picture of a building with orange columns and a blue roof. The fact that it is colored blue means that's where you are in the app right now. So you're at the library. This is a great place to browse everything that we have. You can either scroll down and look at the various displays and guides we have on this page, or if you go back up to the top of this page, do you see this little menu with the balloon on it? If you just tap that once, that is going to bring up a list of subjects: romance, thriller, mystery, and it says we have 149 subjects in total. If you just tap on that green text right there, it will take you to all of the genres and categories, so you can really drill down to what you enjoy reading. I'm just going to go back. Up here at the top, you'll see library with a little left-handed arrow. That's how you get back to the main page of whatever section you're on. Now to skip between sections, you're going to use the icons at the bottom. Let's say we want to search for a book. That would be the magnifying glass icon. I'm going to tap on it and see how it turns blue. That means we're in search right now. Up at the very top of the page, there is a box that says search, and you want to just tap in it to bring the cursor there. And I want to search for a book that I really enjoyed. It's called Americana. And it is by Chimamanda Adichie, and it's this story of star-crossed high school sweethearts from Lagos, Nigeria, who have to leave the country because of war or just economic conditions, and there's parallel plots where we switch between them, and it's gotten so many awards. Let's just tap on the cover to read more about it. So this page gives you a little bit more detail about the book. Let's go back to the screen with the search results, and you're going to notice here that the book actually came up twice, once on the left and once on the right. So on the left we have the ebook. The book jacket is full size, whereas the one on the right, the audiobook, the book jacket's a little smaller. It has the runtime in hours underneath the jacket, and it has an earbud symbol, which means audiobook. So you want to be careful to check out the right format. Here we have borrow next to the ebook. It's available. There's a free copy. Whereas the audiobook, it says place hold in the spot where borrow is next to the ebook. So that just means that there's a bit of a waiting list for the audiobook. To find out how long it would take to get it, you can tap on this little clock on the library card. And it looks like there are 5 people waiting on one copy, so that would take about 12 weeks. Anytime something pops up in the app like this, you can get it to go down by tapping on the caret. So let's go ahead and join the wait list for the audiobook. Let's tap place hold, the red place hold button at the bottom. And there we go, we are now 6th in line. Okay, let's go back. We're going to go up to the top left where that arrow is. That's how we get back to the previous page. Now the audiobook wasn't available, but the ebook is, and we're going to check out the ebook now. So we're going to tap borrow, and here we have the circulation period, which is 14 days. That is the max that ebooks check out for, and audiobooks as well. And just tap borrow. Okay, and it says borrowed until November 7th. And on November 7th, the book will simply disappear. You don't have to do anything to return it unless you finish before then you could return it early. But you don't have to. The book will disappear on its due date, and you will not receive any fines of any kind. Okay, so now that the ebook is checked out, let us go to the shelf. Go to shelf, and that is how we're going to read the book. See how this stack of books down at the very bottom of the page, there's a little blue stack of books? That means we're in the shelf, and that's where everything you have checked out or put on hold is listed. We are going to tap open in Libby to read this. It brings us up to the cover. It can take a minute to come up. Okay, so down at the very bottom of the page, you notice this progress bar. that's just a visual of how far along you are in the book. You can also use it to skip ahead just by scrolling. Now, when you're reading the book, you probably don't want to be looking at the progress bar. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that and the menu at the top. You're just going to tap once in the middle, like on the words of the page, and then those menus disappear and you can read the book. I'm going to tap to bring back that menu up at the top. Do you see the A up here in the top right? We're going to tap on the A to change the book design. So let's go ahead and change the background. Right now we're in dark. We can change it to bright or sepia. And, oops, let me go back to the A. Okay, now that the words are showing up, let me try changing the text scale, just so you get an idea. It should make the words bigger or smaller. To make them bigger, you go to the right. To make them smaller, you go to the left. I'm just going to swipe down to get rid of the appearance bar. Let's get rid of the menus here. We're going to tap in the middle once to do that, so you can see the whole page. Now to get to the next page, you're just going to tap on the right side of the book, and it will turn the page for you. To go back a page, you tap once on the left. Let's say you've been reading for a while and you want to stop and check out another book. You're going to tap once in the middle to bring up those menus, and then back is up in the top left corner. That's taking you back to your shelf. So here's everything you have checked out. On our shelf we have an audiobook here, so I just want to briefly go over how to listen to an audiobook. I already checked this one out just to simplify the presentation. So we're going to tap Open Audiobook. So now we're going to tap the play button to begin playing the audiobook.
Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Barbizon, the hotel that set women.
Okay, and to pause the audiobook, I just tap the two parallel lines that mean pause. You can go backwards 15 seconds and forwards 15 seconds with these two buttons on the left and right. Let's just try going forward 15 seconds. Okay, now I'm going to this way. Okay. So audiobooks are pretty simple. There are some advanced features up at the top right. The first one on the left is the sleep timer. Sorry, that's the speed at which the audiobook plays. If you really want to get through the books faster, you could choose a faster speed. And then here's the little caret at the bottom of that pop-up. I'm just going to tap it to make it go away. The moon is a sleep timer. You can tell it to turn off in 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 minute, 60 minutes. Right now, we don't have a sleep timer on. So I'm going to tap this little caret at the bottom of the window to make that disappear. We can bookmark this spot in the audiobook. And to get to see all of your bookmarks, you're going to tap this icon here. We only have one, so that's the one that comes up. But really, if you never use those, you could still listen to the audiobook quite happily with no problems. So those are advanced features. And like the book, it has a progress bar at the bottom, just so you can see how far along you are visually, or you could use it to just jump ahead really quickly. So let's go back. Just want to review the icons down at the bottom, the different functions of the app. We have search. that is where you can type in a title, an author. Next, I'm going to go to the library icon. This is all of the ebooks that we have, and you can browse those and tap on a cover to check out a book. Then we have our menu icon. You can change the language, not of the books, but of the app by tapping on language. Okay. And here is where you would add your library card if you had more than one. Okay, so this menu option is not something you're going to need to go to much, if ever, but I did want to just let you know what it was. Now the next icon down at the bottom, the shelf, that's something you'll go to all the time. That's where your books live, the books that you checked out from the library. It's kind of like the nightstand next to your bed. It's where all your books are. You can manage your loan from here. That's where you would return something early if you just wanted to be nice and open the book up for someone else to borrow. And finally, there's another icon which I don't use very much. It's a tag. Now that we've walked through all the essential features and processes of Libby, let's see all that we've learned with the short quiz. For question number 1, we're going to start in the navigation bar. In the navigation bar, what do you tap to browse the library's collection? Magnifying glass, library building, menu, stack of books, or the clock? Remember, this is when we don't know specifically what we want to borrow. We're just browsing around the library's collection. So the answer here is library. When you want to browse your library's collection, you tap on the library icon. From here, you can use filters, guides, or go through different curated lists created by the library. When you want to find something specific, tap the magnifying glass and type in a title, author, or series name. For question 2, we're going to hop into an ebook. What are the 3 ways you can customize your ebook's appearance? Select all that apply. Is it the size of the font, the background color of the title, the font of the book, or the language that the book is written in? If you want to change your appearance settings in an ebook, tap in the center of the screen and then tap the A icon. Here you can change the font size. So every ebook can be a large print book. You can change the lighting. The default is bright, but you can change it to dark if you like to read in bed and you don't want to disturb anyone else. And finally, you can change the book design, which is the font that the book is presented in. If you answered language, that's a good guess. We do have some books in Spanish, but if you want to read a book in a different language, you have to go check out the book in that language. It's not something you can customize with an ebook appearance. Question 3. When hold becomes available, you can borrow the title or have the title delivered later or cancel your hold. This is not something we actually went over earlier, so just make your best guess, but how long do you have to make one of these choices? Is it 1 day or 24 hours, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, or are you unsure? So it's actually 3 days or 72 hours. To borrow the book, you could cancel your hold by clicking on manage hold, then cancel hold. If you select deliver later, there's a little choice where you can choose what date you would hopefully want it to be delivered. It does depend on how many other people are waiting on the book and when that book is due, but they'll try. How can you tell visually if a title is an audiobook while you're browsing? Does it have a smaller jacket cover, a headphone icon, the runtime under the jacket cover, or all of the above? And our answer is all of the above. You see the square, smaller jacket cover, the little earbud symbol, and the runtime of 15 hours. That the audiobook duration is under the cover. True or false? You can add multiple library cards in Libby. And this is also a more advanced question. I don't think we went over it. The answer is true. Libby is designed to store multiple library cards, whether they're all from the same library system or not, it doesn't matter. You could be a family that's sharing a device, or you could have access to different libraries across the country that subscribe to Overdrive. It doesn't matter. So here's how you would add that second card. In the menu, you would add a library and then sign in with your card. Last question. In the navigation bar, what do you tap on to find common solutions to frequently asked questions? Is it the magnifying glass, the library building, the menu, the stack of books, or the clock? Okay, let's find out. We're playing the video. Okay, you're gonna tap on menu with 3 little lines. They look a little bit like a hamburger. Then you're going to go to help and support and tap get some help. From here, you can type in a question or a keyword. Feel free to also just call the library at 908-665-0311. Extension 4 is the reference desk. We're always happy to help you as best we can over the phone, and feel free if you want to come in, we'll help you download the app. And if you ever have any issues, just let us know. Okay, thank you so much for attending and have a great day.